Good evening students. Today's topic is chemical properties of phenols. Molecular formula of phenol is C6H5OH. Okay, and its structure is this, as you are seeing in this picture. Basically it involves 6 carbons, 5 hydrogens directly attached with the carbons and 1 hydroxyl group OH. So this is the structure of phenol. In today's lecture we will discuss its chemical properties in detail. So first property, actually phenol undergo mainly 3 types of reactions, chemical reactions. First type of reactions involve the hydroxyl group. So first reaction is acidic character of phenol. Phenols are weakly acidic in nature. They can turn blue litmus red and can react with alkali metals as well as alkaline solutions to form their salts. The acidic character of phenol is due to the presence of polar OH group. So what do you mean by polar OH group? It is found that in case of phenol, this group is somewhat polar in nature. It is because of the sp2 hybridization of this carbon, means of benzene ring, which attracts the shared pair of electrons towards itself. That's why this oxygen acquires somewhat positive charge, and in turn it attracts this shared pair of electrons towards itself. Okay? So basically it is ultimately negative in nature and it is positive in nature. First of all, benzene ring withdraws electrons from the oxygen, then in turn this oxygen withdraw electrons of this bond towards itself and become partially negatively charged. So the release of H as positive is possible, and this sodium takes place of this hydrogen and we get sodium phenoxide. So this is your sodium phenoxide and hydrogen is released. Okay? So similar reaction is also given by the treatment of phenols with alkaline solutions like NaOH. So again we get sodium phenoxide plus water is released. So this reaction again shows the acidic behavior of the phenol, okay, because it removes H. That's why these reactions shows the acidic behavior of phenols, and it is found that phenols are even more acidic than that of alcohols. Okay. Next is acylation reaction of phenols. Phenols can react with carboxylic acid anhydrides as well as acid chlorides to yield phenyl esters. So basically these are your phenyl esters. This is phenyl ester and this is also phenyl ester. So how these are formed? When phenol is treated with acid anhydride. Okay? For example, if we draw this is as phenol, if we react this phenol with any acid anhydride like this is your acetic anhydride, which is formed by the union of 2 carboxylic acid molecules by the removal of water. Okay, so this is acid anhydride. So H from here and this whole group from here, CH3, this is removed as acetic acid and we get esters as, so we get phenyl ester like OCOCH3. So this is your phenyl ester, and in this case it is known as phenyl ethanoate because two carbons are there, phenyl ethanoate. ठीक है. Similar reaction can also take place with acid chloride, where again H from here and Cl from here will be removed and we will get OCOR, again phenyl esters. Clear beta? So the reaction of this phenol with acid chloride takes place in the presence of pyridine. So this reaction basically takes place in the presence of pyridine because this reaction is reversible in nature, and the purpose of adding pyridine is to remove HCl formed, so the reaction can take place to the right extent. ठीक है. ये जो pyridine है बेटा, जो H और Cl इथों रिमूव हो रहे ने, pyridine उसनों रिमूव करन दे विच हेल्प करदा है, अदरवाइज रिएक्शन कैन शिफ्ट टू द बैकवर्ड direction. So the purpose of adding pyridine is to remove the HCl as soon as it is formed, and this reaction takes place in the presence of an acid. ठीक है. So this is your acylation reaction. Now if we treat this phenyl ester with aluminium chloride, then it shows an important rearrangement which is known as Fries rearrangement. So you can see phenyl ester formed from the reaction of phenol with acid anhydride undergoes rearrangement when it is treated with anhydrous aluminium chloride. ठीक है. anhydrous aluminium chloride, then this acyl group means COCH3 group shifts to ortho or para position, means it undergoes rearrangement to yield ortho and para hydroxy ketones. ठीक है. This is your ortho hydroxy. देखो, these two functional groups are at ortho position with respect to each other. So ortho hydroxy acetophenone, aceto word means two carbons. So ortho hydroxy acetophenone plus para hydroxy acetophenone. So this type of arrangement is known as Fries rearrangement. Clear beta? Next is reaction with benzoyl chloride. Alkaline solution of phenol. Alkaline solution of phenol means this reaction is carried in the presence of an alkali. Alkaline solution of phenol when treated with benzoyl chloride, again H from here and Cl from here will be removed as side product, and we get phenyl benzoate C6H5O COC6H5. ठीक है. So this is your phenyl benzoate. ठीक है. And this reaction is very important because it is a naming reaction known as Schotten-Baumann reaction. So the conversion of phenol into phenyl benzoate is known as Schotten-Baumann reaction. Next is your reaction with zinc dust. So if we treat phenol with zinc and heat the mixture, then it is found that this phenol is reduced to benzene ring. Again oxygen is taken by zinc to form zinc oxide. Because the removal of oxygen is being taken place, so this reaction is known as reduction reaction of phenol, means phenol is yielding benzene as the main product. So this is the reaction of phenol with zinc. Next is the reaction of phenol with ammonia. Phenol is converted into aniline. So what is aniline? So this is your aniline. So when phenol is treated with ammonia in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride under reduced pressure, it is noticed that removal of water is being taken place. ठीक है, OH from here and 1H from this ammonia group, and we get aniline as the main product. So this is your aniline and water is removed. So these were the reactions related to the hydroxyl group of the phenol. Next type of reaction is reaction due to the benzene ring, and these reactions are also known as electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction means any electrophile can attack on this ring, and it is found that this ring means phenol is even more reactive than that of benzene ring, because OH group is an activating group and it is ortho-para directing in nature. OH is an activating group, means it activates the benzene ring towards electrophilic substitution reaction at which position? Ortho and para position, because it increases the electron density at ortho as well as para position. So phenol on treatment with chlorine or bromine water gives an immediate precipitates of 2,4,6 trihalogen derivatives. 2,4,6 means all ortho and para positions are occupied by the respective halogens. ठीक है, but if we carry out this halogenation in the presence of some non-aqueous medium like carbon disulfide, then we get only mono substituted products, either ortho or para, orthobromophenol or para-bromophenol. Otherwise, if we not use these solvents, all the ortho and para positions can be occupied to give tri-substituted products like this. This is your phenol, 2 position, 4 position as well as 6 position. So this is your tri-substituted product if we don't use this non-aqueous solvents. So this is the bromination reaction, because we have introduced bromine group in this ring. Next is your nitration reaction. When phenol is treated with dilute nitric acid, it gives ortho and para nitrophenols as the main products, which on further treatment with nitric acid in the presence of sulfuric acid can give tri-substituted products known as picric acid. Clear? So again, this OH group is activating this ring at ortho as well as para position. So initially we get a mixture of ortho product as well as some para product. ठीक है, and we can separate ortho nitrophenol from para nitrophenol by using steam distillation method. Steam distillation method. This orthonitrophenol is steam volatile, so it is separated firstly from the para-nitrophenol, means it is more volatile and having less boiling point. Orthonitrophenol is steam volatile, and it is separated from the para-nitrophenol. Next is sulfonation reaction of phenols. When phenols are treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, they give ortho or para-sulfonated derivatives. ठीक है, and the production of ortho or para products depends upon the temperature condition. If temperature is low, we get ortho product as major product, and if the temperature is high, then we get para substituted product. So when phenol is treated with sulfuric acid, again the removal of water is being taken place. H from this carbon and OH from this sulfuric acid. So the removal of water is being taken place. H from this carbon, actually beta this carbon is linked with NH, ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन मिली हुई है बेटा इसमें, और this sulfuric acid loses OH. OH from sulfuric acid and H from this ring is removed as water, and here it is left SO3H. One oxygen and one hydrogen is being already removed. So SO3H, this group is your sulfonic group. So this product is known as orthophenol sulfonic acid, and this is your paraphenol sulfonic acid. Next is your Friedel-Crafts reaction. Actually this is your Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Phenols undergo alkylation और acylation. Acylation आप बेटा ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. To form mainly para derivative along with some ortho derivative. So when phenol is treated with methyl chloride, this is your methyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, we get ortho substituted product as well as para substituted product. Again hydrogen from this carbon or from this carbon, and Cl from this group is removed, and this is your 2-methyl phenol. 2-methyl phenol, and this is your 4-methyl phenol. They are also known as orthocresol and paracresol respectively. So the introduction of alkyl group, this is your alkyl group, into the phenolic ring is known as alkylation reaction. So this is your Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. So next is the third category of reaction, which are known as special reactions of phenol. Besides the above reaction, phenol has found to be undergone some special type of reactions known as special reactions of phenol. First of all, we will discuss Kolbe's reaction of phenol. When sodium phenooxide, this is your sodium phenooxide, is treated with carbon dioxide at 120 to 140 degrees Celsius under reduced pressure. Pressure is almost 4 to 7 atmosphere. It yields sodium salicylate. This is your sodium salicylate, which upon further treatment with acid like HCl forms salicylic acid. This is your sodium salicylate. So this is your Kolbe's reaction. Actually, first of all, this sodium phenooxide, when it is treated with carbon dioxide, first of all, this product is formed. OCOONA. So initially this product is formed which undergoes rearrangement, means this group is shifted to ortho position and H of this carbon is shifted to this oxygen, means it undergoes rearrangement to form sodium salicylate, which on further treatment with HCl forms salicylic acid, and NaCl is removed as side product. So this is your salicylic acid. Next type of reaction is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. If we treat an alkaline solution of phenol with chloroform, so this is your chloroform CHCl3 at 60 degrees Celsius in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, and then treat the intermediates with sulfuric acid, then we get salicylaldehyde as the main product. This is your salicylaldehyde. Okay? So this reaction is actually taking place in a number of steps to yield this salicylaldehyde, which is also known as, in this case, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. This is your orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, and somewhat amount of parahydroxybenzaldehyde is also formed. Okay, so this reaction is basically takes place in a number of steps. First of all, we treat sodium phenooxide with chloroform, and this reaction is taking place in the presence of an alkali, and we get this product initially CHCl2, which on further treatment with more molecules of sodium hydroxide give this product ONA, and here CH is being carried to hydroxyl group, but this is very unstable in nature. Two hydroxyl group are being attached to the same carbon, which is very much unstable in nature, and from here a molecule of water will be released, and we get ONA at the same position, and here CHO aldehydic group, and it on further treatment with acid gives, acid can be HCl or sulfuric acid, and finally we get this product orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, and it is also known as salicylaldehyde. Salicylaldehyde. Clear beta? So this is your salicylaldehyde. So next type of reaction is coupling reaction of phenol. If we treat ice cold solution of phenol, this is your ice cold solution of phenol with ice cold solution of benzene diazonium chloride, and the reaction conditions are weakly alkaline, then we get a colored compound which is orange in this particular case, and azo dyes are formed as the main product. Azo word relates to this N2 group, and dyes word means it has some color. So these type of reactions are known as coupling reaction of phenol. So actually the reaction is, this is your benzene diazonium chloride, benzene diazonium chloride, when it is treated with phenol. So this is your phenol. So H attached on this carbon and Cl from this benzene diazonium chloride, they will be removed as HCl. and we get an orange colored dye known as azo dye, like this. So this is your azo dye, orange colored dye. So this is your azo dye. Next is the oxidation reaction of phenols. Phenols undergo oxidation with chromic acid or potassium dichromate and produces a diketone also known as para-benzoquinone. So how does this reaction takes place? This is your phenol. When it is treated with an oxidizing agent like chromic acid or potassium dichromate, it undergoes oxidation and produces a conjugated diketone known as para-benzoquinone. So this is your para-benzoquinone. Para-benzoquinone. So in this case we can see here the removal of hydrogen as well as addition of oxygen is being taken place. That's why this reaction is known as oxidation reaction of phenol. Okay? So this is your conjugated diketone known as para-benzoquinone. So these are all the chemical properties of phenol. Thank you.